in field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, D.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
45-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
49.
Second and 11 now. He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
Back to throw here. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up
on 2nd down, here's Henry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a good point there as they were able to connect. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
51, Mike 51. Here we go.
Tannehill. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Titans. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 20-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, New England.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And a Patriot first
Every
down.
now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Complete to
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
First down.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Complete to Sony Michel.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 9.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
At 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
A first down carry for Henry. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And 3 at the Patriots' 39-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And so room to maneuver. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
At the 22.
As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. This is Butler making the catch. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
Tannehill's pass.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up third down.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
The penalty, Michel able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And running with power here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. This is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown.
Damian Harris with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
The 25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
On first and 10, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? You're the more than when I get it, especially up the back. In fact,
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Tannehill on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now running right through it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Tannehill. His throw incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. On the screen, this is Evans. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing again is Tannehill. He's got Evans. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Ball carrier. Kyle Duggar on the tackle. A pickup of 2.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Michel once again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. The 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Patriots 28, Titans 21.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Again, it's Henry.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got room. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
They begin with Michel on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. And the
getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Again, it's Michel. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To Michel on the screen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker...
And he's in for the touchdown! And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control. But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check. Check left.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One last throw here for Tannehill. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end.